Happy Maine Coon Monday, everyone. Today's question is going to be related to poop, so I'm going to be saying the word poo a lot in this video. So today's question is, how do I get my Maine Coon to stop stepping in their poop? You wouldn't believe how many people from around the world have messaged us this question. This is why I'm convinced it's a Maine Coon thing. It has happened with all of our Maine Coons, but our females Molly and Luna were the absolute worst about stepping in their poop after going into the litter box. They would step in their poop just about every week as kittens. And no, I don't have any video footage of our Maine Coons stepping in their poop or any video of the aftermath of the mess that they made because I just thought it was too gross to film. So I'm sorry, I won't be sharing any of that for this video. As many of you probably know, Molly is the first Maine Coon we ever had. She's what started this mayhem. And 5 years ago, there weren't a lot of educational Maine Coon videos on YouTube. To be honest, there weren't really a lot of Maine Coon videos in general on YouTube. So when Molly kept stepping in her poop as a kitten, it really frustrated me. I didn't understand why she was doing it, and I thought something was wrong with her or that I wasn't raising her right because Annie was so much cleaner than Molly was. So I knew it had something to do with Molly, but as time went on, I realized that it's how a lot of Maine Coons are. I'm not saying that all of them are like this, but I have had way too many people message us about this poop problem to be convinced that Maine Coons are messy with their poop. My best advice for dealing with this is it gets better as they get older. That's it, really. They will learn not to step in their poop when they grow out of the kitten phase. I know this because I've seen it happen with all of our Maine Coons, and the amount of time it will take depends on the cat. For Molly, it took about 2 years for her to finally learn, and now that she's 5 years old, she pretty much never steps in her poop. And our male cats were so much cleaner as kittens, and they rarely ever step in their poop now. But it still does happen occasionally, but it's nothing near as bad as it used to be. When it happens, it stinks, literally. It's worse when they run all over your house with poop on their feet, getting it on your couch, your floors, your countertops, your rugs, your blankets, and then you have to spend an hour cleaning everything that they touched. I feel like it's a secret about Maine Coons that most people don't know about and most people don't talk about. Many people have told us that the size of the litter box is the issue, but I honestly don't believe that because we tried many different litter boxes with Molly when she was a kitten. We tried like some really huge ones, but she would still step in her poop. Now we have litter robots and our cats rarely step in their poop anymore, even though some people try and tell us that our litter robots are too small. I honestly don't believe that having a huge jumbo-sized litter box will help with the poop issue because it didn't help with us. It didn't help our cats get better about not stepping in their poop. But that is just my opinion. The only thing that ever helped for us was time. Waiting it out. Waiting for them to grow up and learn not to step in it as they got older. Believe me, cats can smell better than we can, and they don't like the smell of poop on themselves either. They don't want poop on themselves. But some of them learn more slowly than others. The good thing about having more than one cat is that they learn things from each other. And I believe when our cats were kittens, they would watch our older cats and they would learn not to step in their poo from watching them. Kittens are like babies and children, so they're learning and growing and they're not perfect. My advice if this is happening to you is to try to understand that they're babies, they're young, and they're learning. Remind yourself that it will get better as they get older. Keep pet cleaning wipes nearby so you can clean their feet if they step in their poo. And if it gets really gross, then they may need a bath. So it's a good idea to get them used to baths. I would also recommend giving them a sanitary trim, which is where you trim the fur in their behind area, cut, shave, trim, however you want to do it. You can use scissors or a shaver, but that helps so that when they do go poo, it doesn't get like stuck to the fur that's right around that area, and that does help it to stay clean back there. We give all of our cats sanitary trims ourselves, and we do that every few months. Know that you're not alone, because we went through this with our Maine Coons, mostly our females, and it was a nightmare, honestly. I wouldn't want anyone to go through it, but unfortunately that is a risk you're taking when you bring home a Maine Coon kitten. Remember that all cats are different, and our boys were much better about not stepping in it than our girl Maine Coons were. So again, I'm not saying all Maine Coons are going to do this, but I do believe that you should be prepared for this just in case. I remember it being so bad that my husband and I used to hang out by the litter box when Molly and Luna were kittens, and we would try to pick them up really quick after they went poop before they would back up into it or try to dig and step in it. Another thing that I feel is important to add to this video is to make sure that you're feeding your Maine Coon a high quality diet. It's 1,000 times worse if they have diarrhea and step in it and get that all over your house. We feed our cats grain-free food, otherwise they will get diarrhea. I just want to clarify at the end here that our Maine Coons rarely ever step in their poop anymore now that they're older. For us, it was more of an issue when they were kittens. It's something we rarely ever have to worry about now, which is such a relief for us, but we will never forget those messy, poopy kitten days. Of course, accidents can still happen, but we honestly don't even worry about it anymore. I hope this video was helpful. Sorry, it's kind of a gross topic, but I think it's important to talk about because I wish I had seen a video like this when Molly was a kitten, because it would have helped me a lot. Let us know in the comments if you have or have had a Maine Coon kitten that stepped in their poop. I hope you all have a great week, and as always, thanks for watching.